Assalamualaikum and good day to the lecturer and all my friends. My name is Nurlailin Aimi and I will be the first presenter for this group. I will start with the introduction. The program that we have chosen for our assignment is the One Malaysia Training Scheme, or known as Scheme Latihan Satu Malaysia SLIM. The program was established due to the unemployment graduates issue among the society in Malaysia. Unemployment is a term referring to individuals who are employable and actively seeking a job but are unable to find a job. This group also includes those people in the workforce who are working but do not have an appropriate job. Unemployment is also defined as the people of working age who are unemployed, available for work, and have taken particular actions to pursue work. According to the researchers McClellan and McDonough 1998, unemployment has many personal and societal consequences such as financial hardship and poverty, debt, homelessness, family tensions and breakdown, exhaustion, detachment, shame, increase in social isolation, crime, loss of confidence, and many more. The graduates' unemployment in Malaysia has become a serious issue among the society as the number keeps growing year by year. Data from the Department of Statistics (DOSM) reported there is an increase of 22.5% in the number of unemployed graduates from 165,200 in 2019 to 200,400 in 2020. According to the DOSM, the increased data was collected in both degree and diploma holders and mostly among graduates aged 35 and above. The Malaysian Chief Statistician Datuk Seri Dr. Muhammad Uzair Mahidin stated that more than 75% of the graduates who are unemployed are actively looking for a job, and almost half are unemployed for less than 3 months. Furthermore, the Malaysian Ministry of Finance stated that unemployment among youth is due to lack of work experience, lack of skills, insufficient education levels, and incompatibility to compete in the labour market. Other than that, previous research also has found that the main cause of unemployed fresh graduates is due to the lack of job employability, lack of understanding of the English language and communication skills, and having too many choices about work, and at the same time they demand a higher salary. It clearly shows the poor individual quality of the graduates is the main cause of unemployment, because many employers seek for the graduates not only with good academic grades but also with good soft skills. Therefore, in order to solve the social problem, the Malaysian government has come up with the program called One Malaysia Training Scheme SLIM. This program was introduced to enhance the capabilities and abilities of graduates with knowledge, skills, and work experience. Besides, the completion of this program in turn with increase the brighter opportunities for graduates to get jobs in the public and also private sectors. Now I will pass the presentation to the next presenter to explain more on how the SLIM program solve the issue of graduate unemployment in Malaysia. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Anis Zulaika and I'm going to discuss about the background of SLIM program. Unemployment among youth is a very serious problem that needs to be addressed by the government. It has been reported in the news and also article, which one of it is from Free Malaysia Today. They stated that the unemployment rate among youth in February 2021 has increased, which is 347,600 people compared to January 2021 between the age 15 to 24 years old, based on the data from Department of Statistics. The studies from the Ministry of Higher Education also found that about 25% of graduates are unable to secure unemployment within 6 months of graduation, while most of them are underprivileged students. In order to reduce the number of youth unemployment in the country, the One Malaysia training scheme has been introduced by the Government of Malaysia. The aim of the SLIM program is to improve graduates' employability, capabilities and also abilities by providing them with information, skills and also work experience that use SLIM as part of their corporate social responsibility through collaboration with government-linked company and also private sector. The Prime Minister during that time, Datuk Sri Najib Razak, believed that many of these skills are like unpolished gem where a little assistance can go a long way toward realizing their potential. The completion of this program in turn will improve graduate chances of obtaining position in the public and also private sector. The Human Capital Development section of the Prime Minister's Department Economic Planning Unit, EPU, is responsible for managing the SLIM program. They has obtained the commitment of significant cooperation to provide placement for unemployment graduates to contribute to the grooming and also enhancing the employability of the unemployed graduates that participate in the program. Furthermore, the Prime Minister announced during Budget 2013 that at the beginning of 1st June 2012, companies that participate in the One Malaysia training scheme will be eligible for a double tax deduction intensive on allowance and also training expenses in order to encourage greater corporate participation. Graduates that participate in this program will receive soft skill training as well as on-the-job training at selected companies. To ensure that students are able to experience the real working environment, the company's chosen must support and expose them to the real situation and working environment. The maximum period given to train the graduates is for 12 months, but is also depending on the needs of the company involved. Malaysian graduates who want to participate in the SLIM program must have a bachelor degree and also have been unemployed for at least 6 months after graduation. Every graduate who participate in this program will also get a monthly allowance of at least 1,500, but it has been increased to 2,000 monthly. According to One Malaysia Training Scheme SLIM official website, the companies that provide the SLIM program are such as Khazanah Wang Simpanan Pekerja KWSP, Tabung Haji and also Permodalan Nasional Berhad. The interested company must submit an application to the Economic Planning Unit EPU and suggest a program plan because all programs, modules and company must be approved by the EPU. As a result, they are entitled to the tax deduction provided to graduates on a monthly allowance of not less than 1,000, including the expenditure and fees spent, and also the total amount of deduction authorized for the training should not exceed 5,000 per year. In addition, the SLIM program has received worldwide recognition. Countries such as Oman, Sri Lanka and Colombia are interested in the SLIM module and want to use it in their own country. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Muhammad Shafi Shami bin Manasih and I will explain about source of problem and related ministry, department, agencies, statutory body that has the authority in solving it. So what we explain about is SLIM, which is Scheme Latihan Satu Malaysia. So the first of it, a source of problem, which is substantial of RM227.25 million revenue was poorly managed. So this program shows that there are various weaknesses in the governance system within the program. This program, which had been rumored to be a world reference and internationally recognized in the past, need to be reviewed, especially in terms of governance structures for the benefit of future generation. So as I said at the point, sum of 27.25 million ringgit Malaysia revenue was poorly managed. In addition to inefficient governance, the implementation of the program was also seen as ineffective with no mechanism for monitoring the effectiveness of the program, raising question marks on the measure used to achieve each of the program objective outlined. Moreover, the program which has a specific quota limit is becoming more competitive among graduates, making the interview process more challenging due to the competition and increasing number of graduates each year. In this regard, as a developing country targeting an average low percentage of unemployment, it should be seen as the best platform to reduce unemployment rates among youth consistently each year. However, what has been seen is that the unemployment rate in the country continues to record a somewhat higher average based on the definition of Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Our youth unemployment rate at 10.9%, which is considered a relatively high level. Part of that, the problem has emerged due to the lack of knowledge. SLIM is a program aims to address the issue of insufficient skills among recent graduates. The fundamental cause for the mismatch between graduates' ability and the demand of the industry, on the other hand, is a lack of adequate basic education. According to 2015 PISA findings from the world demonstration that our children's numeracy and reading skill are deficient in some way. Young people being out of work is a problem that is associated with the relationship between education and job. So the last problem is, according to the expert, the root reason of this problem is a misalignment between the ability of graduates and the demand of business, as well as a dearth of the soft skillings among graduates. It has a network of government-linked corporation and commercial business that provide job training and soft skill development for participants. Several claims have been made regarding the program performance in battling unemployment since its inception in 2011, with 46,600 members finding job as a consequence of its effort. Companies are required to offer an 2,000 allowance for each SLIM member starting this year, and increasing of 500 ringgit from the previous year's allocation. From this year forward, the government would grant 40 million ringgit to SLIM for the purpose of holding roadshows. Companies that participate are eligible for double tax deduction, and the expense of any training that is done are reimbursable to the Human Resource Development Fund. So we go to the next slide, which is the related body that can solve this problem. So the related body is on 2016, One Malaysia Training Scheme, which is SLIM, career interview for Malaysia's Southern Zone was held on 2016 at the University Technology Malaysia Career Centre, which is UTMCC, in collaboration with the Prime Minister Department's Economic Planning Unit, which known as EPU. Also other collaboration with the Ministry of Human Resource Development, the State Government of Johor, Khazanah Nasional Berhad. So the program, which was also supported by the Iskandar Region Development Authority, which is known as IRDA, was held over 2 days at Persada Johor and concluded on October 13, 2016, with the participation of over 100 participants. Muhammad Zakria Idris, the EPU program coordinator, stated that program, which was hosted for the first time, had an enormous response for inhabitants of the southern part of the peninsula, mostly graduates and job seekers. So according to the study, nearly 10,000 jobs and training possibilities are available at the government-linked GLC and private sector companies that participated in this initiative. As a result, the majority of the recent graduates began to congregate at the front entrance in order to ensure that they did not miss out the opportunity to obtain employment and proper training. So next, which is other part of body, statutory body, which is National Institute of Standard and Technology, they introduced the Protege, which is the plan to replace the Slim Diet professional training and education for graduating entrepreneurs, which is Protege, a training platform for person who work in a firm of or who generate their own career prospect by becoming entrepreneurs. Is a program of the National Institute of Standard and Technology. So Protege is a simplified and upgraded graduate entrepreneur effort that encompass a variety of topics, including entrepreneurship. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Zairul Shazrin bin Hamidun. So, me and Putri will continue in explaining about the SWOT analysis regarding the One Malaysia Training Scheme program. So, in terms of strengths, the first strength of this program is that having a good experience. So, this is where the SLIM participants can have a good experience of work. According to the Senator Datuk Sri Divamani, who is once the Deputy Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, he said that the One Malaysia Training Scheme program was also organized by organizations as part of their corporate social responsibility in order to offer chances for them to obtain the job experience, especially for the fresh graduates. So in this context, the SLIM participants will get on-the-job training from the partnering organizations, which will lead them to the exposure of the real working world and gain experience from it. So I can say that this program is actually a bit similar with the internship training, whereby we know that the internship training allows the students to obtain experiences about the real situation of working in the organization. So same goes with the SLIM program, whereby the trainees can gain experience by learning on how to absorb as well as understanding about the workplace environment. As a result, they can also strengthen their own resilience and seek for strengths in order to face the real world of working challenges in the future. The second strength of this program is free unlimited help provided by the SLIM program. So we can see that there is a process of matching and linking the SLIM participants with the organizations is unlimited, meaning to say that the SLIM participants will be assisted several times in obtaining the job opportunities, whether it is an invitation to participate in a training program or even an interview offer from another organizations. So SLIM program helps graduates regardless of any individual's criteria, such as in terms of their age, their CGPA, even their field of study, as long as they are committed to pursue SLIM. For the weaknesses, the first weakness of this program is short training period. So we know that the duration of the training of One Malaysia Training Scheme program is with a minimum period of 8 months to a maximum period of 12 months. So basically, this set period of time seems as quite long. But the fact is that the trainees have to learn many things. So it takes quite a long period of time if they really want to produce high quality of trainees. So based on the participants' own experience throughout the training of the SLIM program, the training duration is actually insufficient since they do not have enough time to implement what they have learned into the learning session. As a result, it gives a problem when they want to apply it into the real work environment. Furthermore, the SLIM trainees also unable to learn and get more experiences in the shorter training time because they must learn a lot of things and a variety of organization's components as well as work processes within a very short time. And it also become worse when there will be some employers may keep pressuring the slim trainees to learn everything in a short amount of time. And for the second weakness of this program is exploited by the employers. So the One Malaysia Training Scheme program is actually not ensured in the Labour Act or Employment Act of Malaysia. So since it is not legally covered under the labour legislation, the slim trainees will be denied their benefits in terms of medical certificates or MC, and they are also unable to claim anything if they are involved in an accident, for example. On the other hand, the slim trainees will also be easily exploited by the employers because it is not indicated on how to file a complaint about an employer through the proper channels. And some of the trainees have been forced to work overtime and doing the work that is outside the scope of what trainees should be performing. And for the opportunities, the program can overcome the problem of unemployed graduates. So the One Malaysia Training Scheme program is targeted at helping many unemployed youth. So in this context, SLIM program provides a second opportunity for anyone to improve their skills, get the job experience and training, in turn making it easier for them to get jobs. So without the help of this program, it is very difficult for them to get jobs, especially for the fresh graduates, and it will cause a waste of human capital. Through SLIM program as well, the graduates who come from the low-income families and who live in the rural areas will have the capability to improve their economic status. This has been proven according to the New Straits Times source, whereby the SLIM program has helped 140,000 graduates throughout the country since its establishment in 2011. And this indicates the government's strategy to overcome the unemployment crisis. So that's all from me. For the further explanation about TRED, I will pass to Puteri. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Putri Nurin Atira and I will continue our presentation with the threats of SLIM program. So the first threat identified is the unstable economic conditions. Governments have offered various levels of relief to businesses and individuals in the form of direct financing, investment, tax cuts and targeted delivery of supplies in order to provide more job opportunities. However, this amount of support has come at the expense of the government's increasing debt. As the governments pay for the SLIM program, if the economy suffers a setback, the government might reduce the budget or cash given to the economy feeding program. For example, consider the COVID-19 epidemic, which caused an unstable economic situation. So according to the International Labour Organization, the COVID-19 pandemic has wreaked havoc on economies and labour markets all across the world, with a disproportionately negative impact on young employment. So the government's capability to utilize the budget to promote future growth is expected to be constrained by significant post-epidemic debt, low and sluggish tax revenues, and a long-term budget deficit. This reflects some of the repercussions of economic instability, which resulted in fewer job opportunities and inability to guarantee funding for the SLIM program's execution. The next threat is the public awareness and perception towards government's initiative. Educating and raising public knowledge about the SLIM program is an essential issue in the implementation of the programs. Despite the fact that education equips young people with information and abilities in a variety of fields, which subsequently serve as the required instrument to help them enter the job market, many people are unaware of the government's effort to execute the SLIM program. So according to the report by Amanuddin Shamsuddin on the awareness and perception contributions of graduates towards government's initiative in 2013, 60.7% of respondents are unaware of government's initiatives such as SLIM program. So the participation from the community is an essential feature toward the effective implementation of the program. When the members of the community begin to provide feedback, it indicates that they are aware of and concerned about the program's implementation. However, if there is no feedback or contribution, it signifies that the government's effort to keep the programs running are in vain and make no sense. As a result, raising public awareness of the program execution is a threat for the government in its effort to reduce unemployment, particularly among the recent graduates. Next, we move to the challenges in implementation of SLIM program. One of the challenges in implementing the SLIM program is to overcome the issue of companies misusing SLIM name. According to the New Straits Times, the government has received complaints against the company through their social media evaluations, which are thought to be professional scammer. The accusation include firms that registered to participate in the SLIM program but failed to deliver suitable training programs to trainees, as well as many companies that did not register yet exploited the SLIM platform. There have also been reports of companies pretending to be subsidiaries of well-known companies, deceiving innocent and desperate job seekers. This company employed the young people and assigned them with data processing employment with minimum compensation, even cutting their allowance, and required them to undertake a variety of menial jobs. Therefore, the abuse of the SLIM name has become a challenge to the execution of this program, which intends to generate job opportunities and reduce unemployment in Malaysia. This is due to the fact that abuse of the SLIM name caused many parties to become cautious and unwilling to join this program. The next challenge in implementing SLIM program is maintaining the performance of the program. Program performance is determined by evaluating the efficiency, productivity, and profitability created by the program. However, the government face a significant difficulty in maintaining strong performance in executing this program. According to Berita Harian, 56 procurements totaling 27.25 million toward the success of the SLIM program did not follow the government's procurement standards. Furthermore, the Auditor Report General 2018 Series 1 identified flaws in the program financial management, procurement registration, and monitoring of organizations obtaining government contracts. This is further demonstrated by the fact that the real achievement of SLIM graduate cannot be adequately quantified since the SLIM secretaries does not disclose comprehensive information. Thus, inefficiency in performance management remains a challenge since it can harm rather than improve the program's progress, and it requires the greatest implementation effort to avoid any difficulties during the implementation. This indicates that although the SLIM program has been widely implemented, there are various challenges that need to be overcome in order to improve the effectiveness of the program.
Assalamualaikum and hi, I am Noriza Alwani and I will continue this presentation with the next part, which is recommendation. These recommendations comes from the traits and challenges found during the One Malaysia Trainee Scheme SLIM program, which was presented by Putri and Zairul previously. So, there are some recommendations that I have listed here. Among them is to extend the training period for program trainees. The short training period is one of the weaknesses of this program, as it serves as a benchmark to the quality of trainee performance shown when entering the real world of work. When that happens, they are not able to absorb all the skills and knowledge to be practiced in the real world of work, and this will affect their performance as SLIM program graduates. Thus, the authorities involved can review the training period provided to the trained trainees who participate in this program to ensure that they have enough time to master ins and outs of certain field. For example, if the current training period is 8 to 12 months, then it can be extended to a year and a half to ensure that all the knowledge that needs to be absorbed by the participants has time to learn. This also aims to ensure that after leaving the SLIM program, trainees are able to compete with other employees in the same field to improve the performance of the organization where they work. Furthermore, to address the weaknesses of this program, which is trainees are exploited by employers, the government needs to take firm action to ensure the welfare of trainees is taken care of. This is because they are also the labour force that contributes to the country's economic sector. The One Malaysia Training Scheme SLIM program needs to be reviewed to be gazetted in the Labour Act, as it involves trainees who will eventually enter the industry and serve the country's public and private sectors. Their welfare as trainees of the Malaysian Training Scheme program SLIM needs to be taken care of and recognized, as they are the backbone of the workforce in Malaysia, and the skills that they got need to be used in the right channels appropriate to their field. Action should be given to companies that exploit SLIM trainees. For example, warnings and summonses should be issued by the government so that such activities do not occur again and trainees have the opportunity to gain real work experience before experiencing the real work environment. The next recommendation to address the threat of the One Malaysia Training Scheme program, where public awareness and perception of government initiatives is lacking, is to hold a special program or campaign to introduce this program to new graduates who are still looking for jobs. According to the key labour force statistic in Malaysia, the unemployment rate of youths aged around 15 to 24 years old increased in February 2021 by 0.4% to 13.9% compared to January 2021. Thus, this program or campaign can be started as early as university, TVET and Form 6 to prepare students facing the realities of working life after graduation. In addition, company owners also need to be exposed to the existence of this program to ensure cooperation from both government and private sector in addressing the problem of unemployment in Malaysia. According to one of the former trainees of SL1M program, only a handful of employers are aware of this program in general, and most companies have no knowledge of the program and this program need to be promoted further. For example, the government could work with the Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia to introduce this program so that they can consider hiring SL1M graduates as their priority as employees. With this initiative, the One Malaysia Training Scheme SL1M program can be promoted more widely, and more higher education students and company employers in Malaysia are aware of the existence of this program. Alright, so we have come to the conclusion, and to conclude our presentation for today, the One Malaysia Training Scheme SL1M program is a very good program which can benefit all parties, both program participants, companies and industries, as well as government. From 2011 to 2015, a total of 70,000 graduates nationwide were assisted of SL1M, and of that number, a total of 26,140 graduates were assisted directly through the SL1M program run by the company, while the rest of the graduates were assisted indirectly through the SL1M outreach program carried out throughout the country. Therefore, every challenge and threat that can be detrimental to the program needs to be given attention and needs to be approved according to the response of many parties, especially former trainees of the program. While the strength of the program needs to be maintained and improved if necessary to ensure that it provides maximum benefits to trainees, thus helping the government address the problem of unemployment in our country. Last but not least, our responsibility as the public is also necessary to ensure that the program runs smoothly by showing interest in the program and taking note of the information provided by the government about this program as a sign of support to reduce the unemployment rate among the country's youth. That is all from our group's presentation for today, and thank you so much for your time and have a nice day.